Consider this a really rough look at the RF energy coming out of the 3DR Solo transmitter and the 3DR Solo drone. All transmissions are in the 2.4 GHz unlicensed band of the US. I'm using a Turnigy i10 transmitter as a spectrum analyzer. It does not have enough resolution to draw any conclusions. After playing with it for about an hour, all I can say is sometimes the Wi-Fi signal emitted out of the 3DR Solo transmitter comes up co-channel to either the house Wi-Fi or other 3DR Solo transmitter Wi-Fi signals. Sometimes they do not come up co-channel but slightly adjacent or completely separated from each other. When we take a look at the spectrum analyzer view right now, you can see the house Wi-Fi on channel 11. When I power on the first transmitter and 3DR drone combo, you can see some spurious emissions across the board there in the 2.4 GHz range. I do not know if those transmissions are coming from the drone or if they're just random spurious energy. In this situation, the Wi-Fi signal coming out of the first 3DR Solo transmitter comes up on approximately channel 5. It was not co-channel to the house Wi-Fi. Again, I don't know if these more narrow band signals we are seeing on the spectrum analyzer are the communications between the 3DR Solo drone and the 3DR Solo transmitter, or if they are just random energy captured by the Turnigy i10. Okay, second drone. Looks like the second 3DR Solo transmitter that I turned on went co-channel with the first 3DR Solo transmitter. That's awesome. Okay, third. Okay, and it looks like the third 3DR Solo transmitter came up around channel 11, co-channel to the house Wi-Fi, but not co-channel to the other two 3DR Solo transmitters. Okay, let's go ahead and shut down that last one. Shut down the first one. We'll give it a second here. Okay, as we can see on the spectrum analyzer, it's starting to clean up. Basically all we see now is the house Wi-Fi on channel 11 and approximately channel 5, the Wi-Fi signal coming out of the 3DR Solo transmitter. If I shut down the drone, let's see if there's any change. Okay, right there it went more red, which means a signal increase in power, and it's coming back down again. Okay, again, I cannot conclude anything with this really rough spectrum analyzer outside of the fact that we did see a change in power. I don't think that was a change in the Wi-Fi coming out of the transmitter. It might have been a change in the power of the signal going over to the 3DR Solo drone. So if I had to guess, we're either seeing the communication link between the 3DR Solo transmitter and the 3DR Solo drone within that Wi-Fi spectrum, or potentially around it. I mean, at this point it looks like we're jumping a touch in there, but again, I can draw no conclusions. Bring this back up. Alright, now I'm going to shut off the last 3DR Solo transmitter. Leaving only one drone on, the one drone that perhaps could have been transmitting at channel 5 or around it. We see spurious transmissions happening right now, and they look to be across the whole spectrum. Shutting off the last drone, we can see some of that energy start to fall off. Unique. At this point, it's time for a better spectrum analyzer, potentially an anechoic chamber, some type of Faraday cage, whatever I can get my hands on